What is going on, everybody out there in the Cardmunity? We got a little Cardmunity Classic Fantasy update here for the leaders after the month of May. I wanted to wait till May because April was kind of cut in half. And of course, somebody named the Galactic Goats was mostly leading every category, so I didn't think it was going to be fair. But we have the first update of the Classic Cardmunity Fantasy League after May. I'll be doing it after June, July, all those months too. Kind of make a little extra thing to make it some fun here. So, leading, first I'll go and tell you guys who is leading in each and every category, who is second and how far they're behind, and then tell you the total overall rankings after the month of May. I'll do this again next month for June and on, so we'll have some fun. Alright, so if you remember, the category starts off with hits, and James Texas Elite Hunters is in the lead with 566. Right behind him in second is Seattle Moondogs with 500 hits. So James has a little bit of a lead there. Next is runs, and James is also running away with that one. Texas Elite Hunters with 264 runs scored. Right behind him, though, is Chris, I Am the Force, with 256 runs scored. Next is the home run category. Swing Away Clint, after the month of May, leads with 73 ding-dongs. And somebody named the Galactic Goats is right on his tail with 72. That's right. Big bashers, those goats. And speaking of the goats, the Galactic Goats lead in RBIs currently with 281. And Texas Elite Hunters, James, right behind him with 272 RBIs. We go next to the category of stolen bases. Leading is Young Buck Austin Farmer, the Austin Farmers, with 41 stolen bases. The Seattle Moondogs in second in that category with 33. James Elite Hunter, Texas Elite Hunters, leads in the batting average category at 291. And he has that lead by a good bit, with Seattle Moondogs coming in second at 272. On base percentage, James also leads Texas Elite Hunters with the on base of 346. Seattle Moondogs, though, right behind with the team on base of 344. All right, now we go to the fielding category, just one category. It's errors. Remember, the lower number is the better number. Leading in this category is David M., the Joey Freshwaters. His team has only made 17 total errors. In second in that category, 18, the Galactic Goats. All right, now on to the pitching categories. Again, starting off with strikeouts. Leading is the Balking Dead Connor, 498 strikeouts. And Ken's Cardboards with the Blake Street Bombers trailing him in second with 431 Ks. Next is Quality Starts. The Balking Dead leading with 39 quality starts. Blake Street Bombers again right behind him with 32. Next category for pitching is pitching wins. Team wins, Joey Freshwaters, David M. with 39 wins. And again, Ken, the Blake Street Bombers, trailing in second at 32 wins. So we have next the saves category for the relievers. The Joey Freshwaters, David M. again leading saves category with 34. And we have a two-way tie for second after May with 30 saves each, with Placatazo and Bum Luck Collector. Next category is batting average against. The pitcher's batting average against, which is the opponent's batting average against the pitchers. Total pitchers, Placatazo, Walter, with a flat batting average against of 200. Again, on this category, lower is better, just like ERA and WHIP. Swing Away Clint, trailing in second at just at a 215 batting average. against. Final two categories. ERA, earned run average, swing away. Clint leads the team ERA and with a 3.08 ERA. Placatazo right behind him with 3.14. And finally, whip, walks and hits per innings pitched. Swing away. Clint also leads that category with a whip of 1.10. Chris, I Am the Force, Jedi Styles right behind him with a team whip of 1.12. So I think you guys could see that James, Texas Elite Hunters, is leading in a lot of the offensive categories. And a lot of the pitching categories are split between the Balking Dead, Joey Freshwaters, and Swing Away Clint. The team with the most second place, the categories with second place finishes, and again, this is just after the month of May, so this is not where things are going to end up. Well, we have the Seattle Moondogs and Blake Street Bombers. So those guys have the most second places right now. So you might see them up in the rankings. So for the total overall rankings after May, and again we will see how this updates after June and so forth. Number 1, we have first place so far is James with the Texas Elite Hunters. That's right. Number 2 with Stephen H. His team does not lead in any single category after May, but he is in second place. So very balanced team there for Stephen. And speaking of balanced, number 3, Ped's Card Collection. Ped's pulling fire. His team does not lead a category or is even in second for a category. So he is very, very balanced there. And again, balance definitely helps when you are scoring lots of points in many categories. We have fourth place, Swing Away Clint. Of course, at 5, I Am the Force, Jedi Styles Chris. We saw him having second in a few categories. And next, 6th place, Joey Freshwaters, leading in errors, wins, and saves. We got 7th place, the Galactic Goats, of course, the Goats. The pitching was superb in the first month of April, and his went way downhill in May, so they're going to have to pick it up, that's for sure. Got to talk to their manager. 8th place after May is Placatazo Walter. We got 9th is the Balking Dead, Connor. 10th place is Ken with the Blake Street Bombers, although if you just paid attention to the categories, he is coming up on leading in some of those. He's second in a few of those there, so his team's looking up going into June. Vintage Card Steve, 11th place. Craig's Cobras in 12th. We have Greg Team Tiger in 13th place. 14th, Bum Luck Collector heading into June. 15th, Mark's Birmingham Barons Jr. 16th place is the Young Buck Austin Farmers, even though he does lead in a category, so that being stolen bases, so his team is quick. And last but not least, 17th place is the Toronto Bluebirds with Alex and Jay's Mix. So that is the standings after May. Be interesting to see how these shake up and the next month, and I hope you guys all enjoy. We will catch you on the next month's update in June. After June, as always, keep collecting, care for the cards, most importantly, care for each other. It's a Cardmunity. We're having some fantasy fun. Remember, there's prizes on the line. Catch you next time.